What's up, everybody? It's your brother Ramon here with RH Wellness. So, I've been listening to you all and listening to people in the conversations that you've been having lately. And as of late, I've been hearing a lot about this ketogenics diet, which is high in fat, high in protein, and low in carbs. Well, I have something to say about carbohydrates. You need them, for one. Oftentimes when it comes to building muscles, we think of meat for building protein, but one of the components and backbones to making nucleic acids, look that up, or amino acids is carbohydrates. You need carbohydrates to make proteins. It's necessary. Not only that, but your brain uses carbohydrates for fuel more than any other subunit. Proteins, fat, your brain uses carbs more than anything for your brain and energy. Usually this is why some of us have a sugary breakfast when we first wake up. Having fasted for 7 to 8 hours while you're asleep, your blood sugar, your blood glucose is low. So you want to take some sugar in, get you going, speed you up. Sometimes even in coffee, people think it's the caffeine in coffee, but a lot of times, sometimes it's the amount of sugar that we're putting in it as well. That's getting into the bloodstream quickly. But carbohydrates are necessary. Don't think that they're not. You need them. But like carbohydrates, just like you have different types of fat, you have different types of carbs. Now, as we know, some fat is bad for us, but some fat is good for us. You know, a couple years ago, there was a big trend about omega-3, omega-6, and fish oils. You know, that was a real big trend going on for a couple years because of the fat that was in it. It's good for your blood. It helps it thin. It helps decrease atherosclerosis or heart disease or anything of that nature. But just as much as some fats are good for your blood and your body, carbohydrates are the same way. The complexity of carbohydrates is what's important. Usually, the more complex a carb is, the better. Because if it's a lot of carbs, it breaks down at a slower rate. And it doesn't release as much insulin into the bloodstream as well. Insulin helps with glycogen synthesis, but it also helps with fat synthesis. So you want something that breaks down at a slower rate because it won't release as much insulin throughout the bloodstream. And when people talk about carbohydrates, usually when they're saying they're making me fat, usually it's because you're taking in a simple sugar, something that doesn't have any nutrients and isn't dense in the sense of starch. Soda, pasta, anything white for the most part. If you have a lot of white things in your diet, you may want to change this. Try to stick to whole grain foods, things that's not processed if possible. Wheat, grain, pastas. Just stay away from anything white for a while. This will probably decrease. You may lose some weight actually. It's going to increase your fiber intake as well. But usually when people saying carbs are bad, it's in the sense that they're talking about white sugar. White sugar is hidden in a lot of products and it's not really talked about. When you think about pasta, you don't think about white sugar. But that sugar is in pasta. Or when you think about white bread, it's in the bread also. So as you move forward, even though I didn't cover everything, but as you move forward, stay away from things that's white, if possible. You want to do whole grains, oatmeal, cream of wheat, whole grain pasta, whole grain bread, sweet potatoes instead of white potatoes. Increase your veggie intake. Beans are another source. Legumes, those are carbs. Those are carbs, but they are a good source of carbs. They have fiber content. Plus, if they're eaten with a grain, it makes a complete protein. That's another subject. You have 23 amino acids that's in your body that are essential to make a complete protein, which is usable for the body. It has to have all of them. Beans and rice, they complement each other as far as making complete proteins. So if you have any other ideas as far as that, that's something to look into. But if you have any questions about carbs, you want more details based off this video, just put them below in the comments. But as I always say, remember, learn, change, grow, reconstruct. Hey, come here. Hey, I want to thank you all for watching my last video. I plan on making more videos more consistently for you all, but for those of you who watched it, my birthday's coming up, and for the month of September, I wanted to give you a free promotional. I'm calling it the Night Owl Special. So, for those of you who can work out between the hours of 9 and midnight, I'll train you for free. So, get at your boy and like my page below. Until next time, peace!